and welcome to this week's episode of Bob's Live, our weekly show right here on the internet. And well, first off, let's take a look at where you can find us. So, you can find Bob's Market on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And right now we're streaming on both Facebook and also on YouTube. And also, if you head over to our website at bobsmarket.com/live, you can find the page for Bob's Live. And I've made a few changes to that page. So we've gone to a format now where you can actually subscribe for updates from Bob's Live. So if you subscribe, whenever we go live, about a half hour beforehand, you'll get a notification email and a link that you can click to take you to that week's video. So whenever it goes live, you can watch it. And also, if you miss an episode, you can go back and catch it there on the website. So this past week, we had a visit from WCHS, from Terry Burhands with Road Trippin. And I thought I would share that segment here on Bob's Live this evening. So let's go Road Trippin.
Let's go road trippin', we'll breathe the mountain air. Road Trippin' is sponsored by Bob's Market and Greenhouses Incorporated. It's Road Trippin' Terry Burhands with John Morgan. John, you're the IT, you're the marketing, and you take care of your chief cook and bottle washer here at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, West Virginia.
We have 3 locations in the Ohio Valley. Of course, the original location here in Mason, West Virginia. We also have a location in Gallipolis, Ohio, and also Belpre, Ohio. Our hours vary based off of the season, so if you head over to our website at bobsmarket.com, you can find the hours for each location. We produce all of our soil here on site. We get in the raw ingredients.
What are the raw ingredients?
So we get in peat moss and vermiculite, and then we add in smaller things like a starter charge of fertilizer, and we mix it all according to what we're growing.
Different strengths.
Yeah, so different recipes for different plants. Every Tuesday at 5 p.m. we have a live broadcast. We call it Bob's Live, and it's on Facebook and YouTube, but the easiest way to find it is on our website at bobsmarket.com/live.
And it's you talking agriculture, plants, everything that has to do with Bob's Market.
Yeah, we cover different gardening projects, what's happening here in the greenhouse, and then we also travel to some different locations.
Let's go road tripping to Bob's Market in Mason, West Virginia. Let's go road tripping.
And that was our Road Trippin segment, which during the recording of that and also right now, my fall allergies are killing me, so I'm a little stuffy. Anyhow, this week I headed out to the greenhouse to take a look at a crop that we're actually going to be selling next May. And that is our Boston ferns. So our Boston ferns and macho ferns, they actually get started this time of year. So let's head out to the greenhouse and take a look at our 2022 fern crop. This evening I am out here in the greenhouse where we have the 2022 Boston fern crop. So this is officially our first crop for next spring. So your fern basket, it might be right here behind me. So we get the ferns in as these little teeny tiny starts, and we plant them in flats like you would buy flowers in at our stores. So each one of these is 32 ferns. And as you can see by the little bee right here, these are Boston ferns. And then right next to it, we have little M's or macho ferns. So over the next few months, these are going to get a little bit bigger. And then around Christmas time, we'll transplant them into hanging baskets. And then they'll grow from there into the ferns that you'll find in our stores around Mother's Day. So out of everything that we grow here at Bob's Market, our fern baskets have by far the longest crop time. It takes about 9 months for us to get a finished fern hanging basket. So yeah, this is what 30,000 ferns look like. So yeah, out of all the crops that we grow here at Bob's, our ferns take the longest amount of time. So we get them in right now as little tiny starts, and then it takes months to grow them to a size where they're big enough to transplant. So they're about that big around when we transplant them into a hanging basket. And then it takes, from December all the way up to kind of mid to late April to get them to a size that's ready to be shipped out. And to be honest, that's why the fern baskets have the price tag that they have, because it takes us, 9 months worth of labor and investment poured into each one to get it ready for sale in the springtime. So it also takes a huge amount of labor because, we're transplanting them initially into the little flats, then transplanting them again into baskets. They'll go out and spend time on the heated floor in the greenhouse, and that gives them a nice root system. Then they have to be picked up and moved again to places where we have drip tubes hanging from the ceiling and in between the bays. And they'll hang out there until they're ready to be pulled and then shipped. So it's a ton of work to grow them, and we're just now getting started with them. But yeah, it's the first official crop for next year. So I guess we can officially say now that spring is just around the corner. And well, that is all that I have for this week. Patty Rose, she says, very interesting, lots of patience and hard work. And yeah, with the ferns, it's lots and lots and lots of patience. It's amazing how slow they grow. But yeah, that is all that I have for this week. And of course, like I said at the beginning, I've done some updates on the website, and you can now subscribe to Bob's Live updates. So I lumped it in with the rest of our newsletter. So if you're already subscribed to recipes or our blog posts, I went ahead and just added the Bob's Live onto it, so you'll also get that email. I haven't started up those emails yet, so I've got to go in and actually build out the email and everything. But yeah, if you want to get notified now of Bob's Live and updates with Bob's Live, you can subscribe over on the website at bobsmarket.com/live. And then there's also a nice big button up at the top of the homepage. Yeah, Patty, we're right at the end of the show, but if you wait a little bit, the show will get archived and then you can watch it over again. But well, that's all that I have for this week. So until next week, keep growing.